I think the gaming community has just discovered the next huge multiplayer game. We've all been watching the massive flops that have come out recently for these massive multiplayer games. All of them are not bringing anything new to the table, but this game, WildGate by Dreamhaven, is absolutely spectacular. The open beta has been happening all the past week, and it was such a blast to play. I could not stop playing this game, and playing with my friends, I was playing with my brother. It was just so much fun. Everyone loves Sea of Thieves, and a lot of people like Hunt Showdown, but this game takes all of those elements and puts it into a sci-fi universe. You are blasting across the sky, looking for these artifacts and fighting other players, and the way they've tailored these maps, it just feels so good. Nothing feels too overpowered, and it is so much fun to play. So let's break down exactly why that is, and what WildGate even is, if you've never heard of it before. Hey everyone, Videos to Eat 2 here, just cutting in to ask you to please subscribe. I gained so many subscribers lately, thank you so much, and so 45% of you still aren't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe and bell icon. I upload videos weekly so you can enjoy your meals. Thank you so much, have a good one, enjoy the video. So as mentioned, WildGate is this new game from the studio called Dreamhaven. It is made and staffed by ex-Blizzard employees who were instrumental in the WoW universe. So the open beta happened over the weekend, and it has seen a staggering massive amount of players because the word of mouth for this game is amazing. Everyone is having so much fun. It was around 14,000 players logging in every single day. So when you hear a term like Sea of Thieves in space, you have to expect exactly what that is. It's you and 4 or 5 of your friends running around in this massive map playing against AI or players, hunting down artifacts and repairing your ship. But unlike in a game like Sea of Thieves, your ship has a personality. There's an AI computer on board, and you have to manage your shields, your weapons, your ammo, your health, all while your teammates and the ship is talking to you, trying to help you out on figure out what to do. There are unique heroes that have different abilities, but trust me, this is not an Overwatch situation. Every single player felt fine. I played through every single one, and it was a blast to play. And the weapons were super, super good. My only complaint with the weapons was the healing gun. If you ever played Overwatch, it was kind of like more as heal or damage, and everyone was using that as their secondary because it was just super good. So you're going to be flying your ship around to derelict space stations, to different meteors and different supply stations, and on board you're going to find different NPC enemies. Whether it's these little weird guys in eggs or like these space dragons, it's so much fun to fight them, and they are not to be messed around with. They dealt massive damage and killed my party multiple times. But the only way you fail is if your ship gets destroyed. So this is where the real PvP element comes in, and that is boarding and sabotaging, and it's the ultimate power play. So let's say you're in the middle of looting. If you hold down the C key if you're playing on PC, you'll be instantly teleported right back to your ship to help stop it. So around the map, when you spawn in, you're in these completely random locations, and as the game progresses, while you're trying to extract, and get out of there alive, the players will converge, whether it's on the same loot or just on the same WildGate to escape. This is when you get a chance to have the ship v ship combat in boarding. So your ship is equipped with all these different weapons and gadgets that you can find throughout the game and stuff you spawn in with. So you'll have to take down their shields and attack that ship that way, or board their ship, kill the enemy players again and again and again, and sabotage the ship's main reactor. That is the only way to destroy the ship if you board it. But when the ship gets destroyed, there is no second chance for those players. They are out of the game, and you get all their loot that they found. You also have to manage different things like oxygen and your shields. So let's say you're being attacked. If they are shooting you constantly and you're fending off like 2 boarding party enemies, you have to keep repairing your ship or fly away, because if you breathe oxygen and there's no oxygen in the ship, you're going to die. Now the robot character in the game doesn't need any oxygen, so that was very helpful. I played as the robot most of the time, so I could focus on attacking the enemies or fending the enemy ships off. But most of the time, if you were pinched like that, you were going to lose. We lost a lot, but we also won a lot using the same tactics. The pacing in this game is what I think really set it apart. It's not as open world as Sea of Thieves. It really is like these procedurally generated maps and these different dungeons that feel super fun to play in. No matter what, eventually you're going to run into enemy players. We had this whole thing where it was literally 4 ships versus each other. We were all fighting, trying to get out alive, and everyone was trying to steal your loot. While you're looting, you're having fun because you're fighting the NPCs who are actually posed a challenge, but as soon as another player comes, it is a mid-match massive battle that happens. Let's talk about the performance now. So WildGate ran absolutely amazing on my PC. Now I have a pretty decked out PC. I have a 4080, and it was just fine for me. The sound design was amazing. The FPS was amazing. This game is on Unreal Engine. I know that has a lot of problems on people's computers. I wasn't facing any of those problems. I feel like they really have decluttered the game, fixed whatever problems they had in the past or with Unreal Engine, because this game ran smooth like butter, and I especially didn't have any server errors. That's what happens with these games a lot. You'll be playing and you'll get kicked out, or no one can connect with your party. I didn't have any of that, and this is only a beta, so I can only imagine how good it's going to feel when the full game comes out in July. So why is this game #1 on Steam? Well, I think it taps into that craving social element that we see. You're getting on, you're playing with randoms or with your friends, and you're having a blast. You can also play solo. I think there is a solo ship. I didn't play solo at all. I just had people to play with. But I feel like you could play solo pretty well, and with all the regular content updates coming out, I'm sure there's going to be new ships, new characters. You should still have a pretty fun time playing this game. So what's the verdict? I think this game really is going to be something special. It is a nail-biting ship siege, it is cutting-edge heists, and it's stories that you're going to be talking about with your friends for days. I haven't had so much fun playing a multiplayer game in such a long time. I think this is the perfect game to take up over your summer and just go in and have a blast with your friends or by yourself. And I think this really is going to be a triumph for the gaming industry. We need good multiplayer games like this to show everyone else that, hey, we don't want to be bloated with microtransactions. We want a game that's fun from the get-go and is not some early access slop that keeps getting released nowadays. This game is going to be polished, and it's going to get even more polished as updates come out. And that's what I'm excited for. So if you played it, let me know what you think about it in the comments. I hope you enjoyed your meal. Have a good one. Thank you.